I hope everybody is doing well. Something that I've been missing out on, along with not being able to go to church on Sundays, is being able to go to choir practice on Wednesdays. Never realized how much I'd miss those until they were taken away. So if any of the choir members are watching this, miss you all so much. But in that, I decided to do what will now be known as Worship Wednesday. Doing the songs every day like I was doing previously was fun, but I was running out of songs fairly quickly. So now we're just going to go once a week on Worship Wednesday. A couple of nights ago, my family and I watched The Shack, the movie, for the first time. My husband and I had read the book before. We'd never seen the movie though. And it's a really sad book, and it's a sad movie. And I know there's a lot of controversy around the subject matter and how the Trinity is presented. But for the most part, I like how it's presented in that movie. But it got me to thinking what I've been thinking ever since Shelter in Place has started and our world got turned upside down, was what is the purpose in all of this happening? And there's a quote that's in the book and it's in the movie too, that goes, it's the God character talking, who is known as Papa. Papa says, "Just because I work incredible good out of unspeakable tragedies doesn't mean I orchestrate the tragedies. Don't ever assume that my using something means I cause it or that I need it to accomplish my purposes. That will only lead you to false notions about me." And that's something that I've had discussions with in Sunday school classes and other people before, is, does God cause certain things, or does he just allow certain things to happen and can use them for a greater good, if you want to put it that way? And any pastors that are watching, feel free to comment and correct my theology. But the classic verse that people will use is Jeremiah 29:11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you hope in the future." And in that verse you have, he knows his plans, and that they're not to harm us. So that's how I've always viewed God, is that he doesn't ever purposely cause things to harm us. But I do believe that he can use anything if we let him. Just like it says in Romans, that all things will work for the good of those who love God. And that's not super helpful sometimes right now when we wake up. I wake up most mornings hoping that it was just a bad dream and that it'll be over. And it's not. But I think that we have to let him use this for a good thing, not just expect it to happen as a good thing, but we have to seek out what he wants from all of this and surrender what we're going to do about it. There's a book that I read a while ago by Laura Story, who's a singer, called "When God Doesn't Fix It." It's really good. Everyone should read it. But her husband went through some pretty intense health stuff, and they went through a period where they were kind of questioning why all of it was happening. And there was a quote from the book that she says that I really, really like, and it's, "Am I going to let my circumstances determine my view of God, or am I going to let God determine how I view my circumstances?" And ever since I read that in the book, I try to remember that when things don't seem to be going my way, is I'm not going to let it change how I view God, but how does God want to use this situation? How does he want to use me in this situation? And I know that, like I've mentioned before, using this time that I have just to seek him more, read his word more, sit outside in the beautiful weather that we've been having and just enjoy what he gave us. And that's what I felt like sharing today. And of course, it wouldn't be a video of mine without a song. And this song has really, really good words just to hold on to during this time that sometimes it may not feel like he's here right now, but he is. And it's a song called He Knows My Name. I have a maker. He formed my heart before even time began. My life is in his hands. He knows my name. He knows my every thought. He sees each tear that falls and hears me when I call. I have a Father. He calls me his own. He'll never leave me, no matter where I go. He knows my name. He knows my every thought. He sees each tear that falls and hears me when I call. He knows your name. He knows your every thought. He sees each tear that falls, and he hears you when you call. I hope everybody is staying healthy and staying safe. Remember that God loves you.